Welcome to the BC Coalition of People with Disabilities RDSP video series. This is video 1, why you should open an RDSP. In this video we'll explain the what, who, and how of RDSPs and what you need to know about eligibility.
The Registered Disability Savings Plan is a new long-term savings plan the federal government introduced in 2007. It has powerful incentives to encourage people with disabilities and their families to save money for the future. Many people who receive disability benefits who hear about the RDSP may think it's not meant for them because they have little or no extra income for savings. But you can benefit from an RDSP even if you can make no contributions of your own. We'll look at how later in these videos. The second thing you should know is there is a grants and bonds program in place for RDSPs. Of all the savings plans available to you, the RDSP is the only one that includes these grants and bonds. This will really increase your RDSP savings over time. Here's an example. Let's say you and your family can put $1,500 a year into an RDSP. The government will then contribute $3,500 in grants each year, or $4,500 if you're also eligible for bonds. So your $1,500 contribution would grow to $6,000 each year, as well as accumulating substantial interest. The third thing people receiving social assistance need to know is that the BC Ministry of Housing and Social Development has created specific rules for RDSPs. These rules allow you to have RDSP assets or payments from an RDSP without any money being deducted from your income assistance checks. This is a huge advantage, and we'll talk about this more in video 4 in this series. Now, let's talk about who. You can open an RDSP if you are under the age of 60, have a social insurance number, are a resident of Canada, and are eligible for the disability tax credit. And if you're going to apply for government grants and bonds, you also have to have filed your income tax returns for the previous 2 years. Qualifying for the disability tax credit, or DTC, is a big part of who of opening an RDSP. This is a federal program to reduce the income tax that some people with disabilities pay. For people with disabilities with low income who don't pay income tax, there has not been any reason to apply for the DTC. But with the introduction of the RDSP, there is a good reason to get an application from Canada Revenue Agency and apply for the credit. It's important to know that even if you qualified for other disability benefit programs, like the Persons with Disabilities Benefit, for example, you may not qualify for the DTC because it has different eligibility rules. We explain the DTC application and how to increase your chances of qualifying in detail in our RDSP guide. Finally, here's the how. The basic steps to set up an RDSP once you've applied for the disability tax credit. Choose a bank that offers RDSPs and has policies that fit with how you want to use the RDSP. All major Canadian banks offer RDSPs, and credit unions may offer them soon. Open an RDSP with your chosen bank. Then create a plan for how you'll contribute money into your RDSP so you can take advantage of the government grants and bonds.
In the next video, Putting Money In, we'll look at how to put money into your RDSP, who can put money into the plan, and government grants and bonds.